Have they started?
No, I don't think so. Or maybe they're analyzing the table pretty good, so I think so. Oh, yeah, Justin and Frank. So, yes. Are you gonna come sit down?
No.
Nope.
YouTube hit the stream.
All right.
Okay, guys, so we're back. Just waiting for everybody to log in here. So we'll just hang out for a couple minutes while we wait for everybody. Hi, Lorna. Thanks for checking in. We're back. This is just the beginning of the B-side final, I think we are watching.
Yep. Oh, yes. Yeah, just make sure both ends are plugged in. Not like me, but I plugged in for 2 hours. Okay, I'm going to start sharing.
Just giving everybody a minute to sign in here. Okay, guys, so we're back. We are watching the men's regular B-side final. Hoping that Beamer signs in here. His son is playing. This is the W27 boys versus NWT. W27 boys is Justin Beavis, Frank, Chris, Marcus, and Phil Dennis. NWT team is James, Julian, Scott, Colin, and Marcel. Well, hello, Lucky Jim.
I took his luck away.
So, here is what happened. We were going to pack up our stuff and make the 3-hour trip home. However, the viewers have spoken and bribed us to stay. We finished off that Q raffle. That was our deal. If we finished selling off all those Q raffle tickets, we would think about staying. And the viewers made it happen. So here we are, still in Enoch, at the rec center. We are streaming the men's regular. Can you stop them with their airplanes?
Oh, yeah.
The men's regular B-side final. We have just started. I believe this is our second rack. So, if I am correct, this is for third place. We're hoping that we can talk the organizer into possibly getting us another room for one more night, and we can head home in the morning versus having to make the trip home at midnight. And if that's the case, then we will definitely be staying to stream the final. But this is for third place, is that right, Val?
That's right.
This is for third place. Confirmed. So this is VNEA rules still. 25 game format. 5-man teams. Total points for the win.
I got it.
Who's in the hot seat, Val? Do you remember?
Can't touch this, I want to say.
No, that's Joe's team.
Was that Joe's team?
I'm just going to check and see who's in the final. We haven't been really following the men's regular division so much. We were busy watching the the beatdown in the men's open. The draw for the queue has been done.
Make them pay.
And our very own tournament runner, Val Franiel, won the Mickelson queue. It was kind of sweet justice. She was kind of pulled in and volunteered to help run the tournament, help Conrad with all the draws. He's been praising her all weekend. And when we got bribed into staying to sell the last of those tickets, she bought the very last ticket, the very last single ticket that we had in the roll. She volunteered to buy, and she won.
Thanks, girl.
We had
We're supposed to wave.
our one of the viewers asked if we would stream because his Uncle Jojo was playing possibly in the final, and we tracked Uncle Jojo down, and he actually pulled the winning ticket. Make 'em pay is sitting in the hot seat, Dave. I missed a couple scores already.
I know. I'll go check it. I was distracted too.
So at the table, we have W27 boys versus NWT. I have no idea what the acronyms stand for, but that's what they've written down. Hi guys, we're still here. One of my girls, Lan Fong, is watching. So hoping that Conrad can pull some strings and get us a room for the night. Hopefully we can head home in the morning. NWT could be Northwest Territories. It could also be nitty wacky tool bags. I don't know. Hi Omaha, thanks for checking in, everyone. If you guys can just do us a quick favor, share the stream for us. We're looking for all the viewers we can get. The more viewers, the better. We're going to try and follow along with what's going on with the score here. So we'll put on the board. It is currently 20-2 for W27 boys. The W27 boys are a Calgary team. I've watched them play. They're very good. The NWT team I am not familiar with. This is the B-side final of the men's regular division. So we just watched the Open, and that happened to go down like this. Can't Touch This, which was Joe Spence, Stephen Holm, Chase Sear, John Pay-Pompey, and J-Rock went out in third place. They lost to the Edmonton team. That was Westside 8 Ballin. That was Rob Phillips, Roger Colbert, Corey Wood, Jerry Young, and I said Rob Phillips, the gentleman in the white shirt.
I know.
He's the only player I don't actually personally know.
Is it
No. So anyways, yeah, Joe's team got beat by Rob Phillips' team. And Joe Spence got third place, which was a fist pump and a smile on the way out the door. There was only 8 teams that entered the open division, so they only paid out 2 spots. It was $27.75 for first place, $12.25 for second place. And then Westside 8 Ballin came up against Bust and Run, which was an Edmonton team as well. And they did the double dip for the win. Yeah, we're waiting for word on that room. We'll see what happens there.
Blake. That was his name.
Blake, yes. Thank you, David.
So Frank is at the table right now for W27, and he is on the 8 ball.
Yeah, and it looks like it's going to be a 10-6 win for Frank on the other table here as that 8 ball goes down. So take a second, share the stream, guys. We're looking for all the viewers we can get. If we can show these events how valuable we are to be here, we'll get invited to more. Hoping to grow this game of pool that we love. Hoping to make people itchy enough to practice on their tables, head out to tournaments, support your local pool halls, so that we have more events to go to. Currently, we have Marcus at the table here, it looks like.
Nope, that is Colin.
Oh, sorry. Colin, this is Colin from NWT at the table here. What, the payout side?
Yep, I'll go get him.
I hope that is true, Gary. That would be a nice treat. So, like I said, this is VNEA format, VNEA rules. It's 25 games, 5-man teams, total points. So if you have never experienced VNEA in Vegas or in your leagues in your hometowns, it is a point system, 1 point per object ball, and 3 points for the 8. So if you run out a table and your opponent doesn't have any balls in, you can potentially win 10-0. Once the match becomes mathematically impossible to win, the match is over. Otherwise, it goes the best of 25 games. Most points wins.
I need to check. That looks
There's our
wrong.
numbers, guys, up until the stream.
Okay.
There's
Wow.
our total views so far.
Oh, yep.
You can do combos. In VNEA, you are also able to use the 8 ball in an opening shot as long as the table is open. BCA, you cannot.
So guys, I just want to jump on the mic real quick while Val's gone and thank all of our viewers for the support over this event. We just added up the numbers and we are at 89,800 viewers over the last 4 days. So guys, we certainly appreciate you tuning in. Thanks for all your support.
Yeah, that's a fantastic number, guys. And if we can show these venues and organizers how valuable it is to be here for them, get the word out, promote the event for them, help them grow, it's just better for you viewers watching from around the world. So thank you so much. The W27 boys are a Calgary team, which is about 3 hours north from Edmonton. That's where we're from.
We're not 3 hours south.
Oh, sorry, 3 hours south. Edmonton is north from us. I'm backwards. It's been a long day. And I believe the NWT guys are local to the area here.
I have no idea.
Can you ask them to not their airplanes? Like,
Just as Phil. We're on it, Phil. In the hallway.
thanks for hanging in there with us, guys. I just got the payouts here. So this is for third place, and third place is $13.90. for third place. This is the B side, so the loser will walk out with $13.90. First place is going to be $38.60, and second will be $23.15.
Wow, look at the last two streams. Oh, yeah. Here, Val.
Oh, they're from the Yellowknife area. Thank you. I thought they were local to around here. But somebody on the stream knows. So, Greg Cairns, you are right if you're still online. NWT stands for Northwest Territories. Yeah, not bad. It's always nice to spend or split up $3,800 with your teammates. Yeah, thanks for the correction, guys. I just assumed that they were from the area because I have never seen or heard of these guys before. I was explaining to Greg Cairns earlier that it may or may not stand for Northwest Territories. It could stand for Not Witty Tools. I don't know. Not Witty Tuesday. But however, it does stand for Northwest Territories. These guys are from Yellowknife.
Not Wednesday or Thursday?
Not Wednesday or Thursday. This is the B side final, so the loser here goes out with $1,300.
So did you win? Oh, yeah. I guess I have to go check the score again. Not witty today. Not witty today.
Not Witty today. That's a good one, Blaine. So yeah, guys, just as a reminder, we do have more events coming up. We have Jana Montour's Memorial Tournament coming up in mid-December. We'll have the Rocky Mountain Classic Ladies Tournament coming from the Corner Pocket in Red Deer in January. There may be a couple other tournaments that we can hit along the way. But if you have something that you'd like us to advertise for you, send us the poster. We'll put it on our event page, which you can see on the Facebook page, I believe, but definitely our website. We have everything listed there from the local and surrounding areas, the weekly tournaments, the big tournaments. All the posters are available to see there. So if you have something that you'd like us to help you market, something you'd like to help us stream, get in touch with us. We'll be more than happy to hang out and talk with you and see what we can arrange. That is Canadian bucks, Mark. Justin's thinking really hard here. He wants to keep this lead for his team. Oh, Phil Dennis just missed his last two balls here to get out on the other table. Hello, Nevada. I'm sure you are not freezing your butt off like we are here. We're expecting a snowstorm, apparently. So we'll see how that goes. It was chilly today. That wind went right through you. Justin's team is the W27 boys.
So I get descriptions from everybody, and I know the scoop about NWT. Four of them are actually from the Northwest Territories. So Melvin, who's their sub, Julian, who's in the purple t-shirt, who's shooting right now on the stream, Scott, who's in the striped shirt, he's from Northwest Territories, and so is Colin, the one who played in the last match.
Nice.
Yeah.
And then they got one guy to pick up. They picked up one guy.
So
Obviously.
they have 2 people from Alberta, and the other 4 are from Northwest Territories.
Nice.
Yeah.
The W27 boys consists of Justin Beavis, Frank, Chris Gray, Marcus, and Phil Dennis. And I believe the score is backwards on the stream, so we will fix that. So we are 31.
Oh, did I do that wrong? Oops.
Just joined here by Val Franiel, and she's had a heck of a weekend, so we'll give her a pass for this mess up. 31 to 18. Okay, so we're just trying to keep along with the scores here, guys, on the other side of the teams. So we'll do the best that we can to give you accurate scores. However,
We're tired.
we are tired. It's been a long weekend, and we're just going to do the best we can. We'll do some running back and forth to make sure that we're accurate.
Anybody know where my glasses are? Are my glasses up there anywhere? They're not on my head. I might be able to see if I have glasses.
This is VNEA rules, 25-game format, 5-man teams, total points wins. So it's 1 point for every ball, 3 points for the 8 ball. And the teams will play until it is mathematically impossible to catch up.
Thank you.
Otherwise, it's total points after 25 games.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 10-1 for Phil Dennis. 10-1. So it's now 41.
Yeah, we're just not going to let Val touch anything.
10, 11, 12, 19. Here.
Oh, 41 to 19 now with that win on the other table.
Another Euro. This is crazy that this is the regular division. We've had 4 Euros.
These guys are all unranked. I guess fairly low Fargo ratings in comparison to the open teams that we had earlier. I did look through quickly because somebody was inquiring what the Fargo rate was, what classified you as open. Rob Phillips, for example, was like a 721 or 719, I think he was. Roger Colbert was just under 700. Corey Wood was the same. It's like 690 type of numbers. These guys, I think, are like probably lower 600 as far as Fargo rate goes. However, I see that quickly changing with how they're running tables here. No, I still have cold tea. Thanks. You're the best, Ben.
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure, but I thought he said it's something to do with 600, but also your league stats. So for Edmonton, if you were super premier and under, you could play.
Yeah, Val's more familiar with how Walmart works. Yeah. In Calgary, we work on a different rating system. But however, if you submit a team for this tournament, they will research you, try to find your league stats, look up your Fargo stats, check out VNEA, BCA, ACS, CCS, and then put you where they see fit. So thanks for tuning in, guys. Share the stream. Just hit that little button on the bottom left. We'd really appreciate it. The more viewers, the better. Justin Beavis on the table here. He's got a couple of issues to work out. He's high ball.
I believe the 13 he could probably get in.
Hi, Leandra. Hoping to see you guys again in June for the Twin Classic. And hope you're being well. Renee Sear also signing in. Just want to congratulate you on your new addition.
Oh, congratulations.
Had a baby boy, and his name is Levi. Super
Nice.
cute.
Super cute. So he's banking the 13, I believe.
Oh, thanks, Blaine. Justin is a 622. So I guess just depending on the status of your team, you may have one player that ranks a little higher. But however, these guys are not ranked around the 700 mark like most of the open players were.
Oh,
That was a nice bank, but got really unlucky on that leave.
He might be able to throw it into the side depending on the angle there. As long as that 9 ball is not in the way.
Yeah, I can't really see the angle too good here. Oh, I don't think it goes.
Oh, yeah.
He's a little bit more parallel to that 8 ball. Just kind of looking at the live table here versus what's on the screen. Yeah, that's just how it rolls sometimes, Royce. You can't be lucky all the time. And hopefully that just motivates you guys to get out and practice and just steamroll these guys next year.
Exactly.
Welcome back, Alexia. We're watching the men's regular B final. So the loser of this match goes out in third place.
What is it streamed on?
That's a really nice back cut.
That was really
What
nice.
is it streamed on?
This is on Facebook.
Oh, Facebook.
Yeah, if you search Q Sports Live,
Yeah.
you'll find the stream.
It won't be on later?
It'll be recorded. It will record the video, and you can watch it later, or you can watch it live now.
Yeah. I was like, who might have one on me? No, I don't.
You got it. So Julian got out on this table. That's a 10-5 win.
So 46, 29. Oh, wow. Frank just made an amazing back cut. Like
Okay.
3/4 of the table to Euro. That was crazy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Another 10-0.
Okay, so Frank has another big win on the other table. 10-0 for Frank for the W27 boys. 56-29.
I forgot to ask what W27 meant. The next time I go viral, I'll ask. Phil Dennis didn't know.
Good job, Royce. I hope you guys do that, and I hope you guys kill it in the next tournament. When you put in all that practice, you deserve it.
I wonder if it stands for way to something with 7 letters. Wait.
That's kind of our goal here at Q Sports Live is to stream these matches for you.
Oh, Warrior 27. Cool.
Hope you guys get itchy enough to play on your tables at home, practice up, hit some local tournaments, support your local pool halls, because without them we wouldn't be having these events. It means Warrior 27. Good job.
So
This is the men's regular B-side final. Third place will go out with about $1,300. 3,800.
Back of that. Or back of this.
3,800 to first place and 2,300 to second place.
They're the 27th warrior.
Like when you sign up to be a warrior, you just get a number?
Yeah. They were number 27.
It could very well be that. So this is NWT, I believe, that's at the table. Colin in the gray shirt and the black hat.
And look at how young Marcus is. He looks like he's just barely old enough to get in here.
Yes, that is correct, Royce. Hopefully you guys are able to grow some sort of weekly tournament where you live. Get those open players out. Do like some sort of $20, $25 entry. Play them for cheap. Consider them cheap lessons. And get yourselves out there. Oh, that's nice, Alexia. No, I really like that name. That's a good team name. These are not Masters players. This is the regular division. We watched the Open division earlier this evening, and Westside 8 Ballin came out on top. They double dipped the A-side team, which was Bust and Run, for the win. The Open division only had 8 entries and paid the top 2. It was $27.75 for first, $12.25 for second. Third place got a knuckle bump on the way out. But Westside 8 Ballin also got a free entry for the tournament next year. Yeah, I think that it's a terminology kind of difference. In Calgary, we describe our regular players as open players and then our masters as masters. However, in Edmonton, it seems like they differentiate regular players, and then open would be the masters division.
That's right, because for us, open means open to anybody.
Well, in Calgary, open to anybody means masters included.
Yeah, that's the same for us. Yeah. So open for us is anybody can play in the open division.
Yeah. Okay.
But
so
there's
a terminology difference. Regular would be our equivalent to open.
I know. I thought that was funny that the cleaning lady decided to walk right through the playing area, but Marcus is actually shooting on the other table. And hello, Jeremy Jones. So Marcus is playing Frank, and
I know.
Frank missed a shot, so he's actually shooting. But
These guys
I'll keep you posted. Yeah.
Yes.
And Alberta.
So we've just got Conrad Sharphead here, who is the tournament organizer, just over our shoulders.
Yeah.
A little shout out to Conrad for putting on such a great event. We're going to build it bigger and better for next year.
Yes, we are. They're going to be here for every year after this. Val's going to be here. We're going to make this big.
Same with Stephanie.
For the people. Yeah, Stephanie, the Q Sports crew.
Yeah.
How many, same amount of tables for next year, Conrad, or are you thinking more? What's happening?
I'm thinking about
24.
Purchasing 20 tables for the next tournament. So
yeah.
It's in the works.
So I think that pretty much means everybody get your entries in sooner so that we can get more tables.
Yeah, you guys, I think Conrad will keep us posted on what he's got coming up.
Oh, for sure.
And once we have the poster, we will post it on our Q Sports Live Facebook page and our website. And if you guys are interested in coming down and checking out this tournament, make sure you get in touch with us or Conrad, and we'll make sure it happens. I see this event being really big in the future. It's very, very well organized. There's lots of facilities here, lots of room to move around the tables. It's actually a gymnasium, so there's a basketball floor on the ground, so it's a little bit rubberized. So it's not as hard as concrete on your feet when you're walking on it all day. The chairs are comfortable, lots of tables. They've got a little concession here set up. They've had hot stew and hot dogs.
Oh yeah, homemade stew. So just so you know, on Marcus's table, he is on the 8-ball right now. He just made a really nice shot to get cue ball from one end of the table to another. He's got a slight angle, but after seeing the previous shots, I don't think that's going to be a problem. And the win will be like a 10-3 win.
That's a 10-3 win for too much speed.
Oh, and he got it.
Just got the horn. It was heading right for that pocket. Okay, so guys, these are not Masters ranked players. Chris Gray shoots very well. He is new to us. He moved here recently from Thunder Bay. Just really loves the game, has put in a lot of hours. Shoots really good, so we'll see what happens with his ranking.
66. Yeah.
But for now, he is not ranked a master. He is an open player.
32.
This is the men's regular B final.
Oh, yeah. Did we get a room? Did Marcus win the other game? Marcus got run out in the first round.
Tracy, I am not sure if we got a room. I think Conrad is still waiting for a reply from the hotel. Marcus did win.
Marcus got run out in his first game against Colin, but the second game he did win.
The scores on the board here, guys, are correct. And it looks like Colin is looking to get out on these last couple of balls for a win for his team. They're a little bit behind, so it's time to bear down for the NWT team. And that is a win.
Colin is 10-7. 10-7. There you go.
73-42. Looks like we got Justin Beavis up next.
Yep. Justin will be breaking against Scott.
Justin will be breaking for Scott. I will get you that email address, Robert.
Actually, if you go to Q Sports Live website page and click on calendar of events, it'll definitely be in there. And all you have to do is click on the title and it'll give you all the details. And I'm sure we'll be advertising on all the streams leading up to the event as well. But we'll still find you an email. Yes, there are 2 tables being played. You're only seeing table 1. Table 2 is off the stream.
Table 2 is just off to the right.
Mm-hmm. Right now, NWT is at the table on table 2.
Okay, so that email address that you can get a hold of Conrad at is RoshQ, RoshQue gmail.com. His name is Conrad Sharphead, and this is a Sharphead Memorial Tournament for his late father, who was quite the ambassador for pool in the area, as far as I know. I did not have the pleasure of meeting him. However, Conrad puts this tournament on for his dad every year, and it gets bigger and bigger and bigger every year. Mm-hmm. So, if you missed that email again is roshcue, ROSHCUE @gmail.com. And Conrad will be happy to answer any of your questions for the next tournament.
Yes, that was the cue ball that went down.
Johnny, I am not sure about the Big Plume tourney. We have not been contacted by them. And I'm not really sure if they've put anything together as far as streaming goes. However, we would be more than willing to work something out with them if requested. So if that's something that you guys would like to see on the stream, make sure you reach out to Marianne, put in a good word for us, and we'll see if we can make that happen.
Thank you, Ken.
Yeah, thanks, Kenneth, for putting that up for us.
I'm so tired. I ran out of steam.
Marcus is very young. Yes, he is 16.
What? He's only 16?
He's a really good shot for 16. I see a bright pool future for him. We've got Justin Beavis here just at the table trying to figure out what his escape plan is. He needs to work something out on that 13. So maybe he's looking at the 113.5 combo.
I only recently started wearing gold. I was like, it works for my skin complexion. So it's okay. Hello, Mike Dunn. Were you down in Spokane too? Was Mike in Spokane?
Oh, Tacoma.
Oh, is it Tacoma?
Hey, do we have an
Tacoma.
updated board on that Tacoma?
Nick Kruger won the A side against Stan?
Great stand in the hot seat.
For the hot seat.
Nick won the hot seat.
Mm-hmm.
Lake McKay had 8 matches in a row on the B side to get to Stan in the final 3. That was the last update.
Oh my goodness.
That was an hour ago Paul Pachi.
Wow.
So for those of you who know these players, we've been kind of following closely the Tacoma tournament. And it sounds like our friend Nick Kruger ended up matching up against Stan Taranjo in the A final. Came out on top, so Nick's in the hot seat. And Stan Taranjo and Lake McKay. Lake McKay battled through the whole B side to get to Stan.
Mm-hmm.
And that's as far as we know. So Stan and Lake McKay for the B-side final, and Nick is in the hot seat. So congratulations to them. They played well.
Oh, Mike is updating saying that Nick and Stan are in the finals, so Stan must have beat Lake.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. Thanks, Mike. Got Scott here from NWT at the table. This is a third place match, guys. So the loser of this match goes home in third place. Takes home, just under $1,400, $1,390, I believe it was, for third prize.
And on table number 2, we have a little bit of a safety match going. So they keep stopping shots.
The hot seat, meaning when you win the A-side final and you're the A-side winner, that is the hot seat, because you're waiting for whoever the winner is to come from the B-side to try to double dip you for the win. We are live streaming from Enoch, Alberta, which is just southwest of Edmonton. This is a Enoch Memorial Tournament put on by Conrad Sharphead. This is an annual event that he puts on in memory of his late dad, who was quite the ambassador for billiards in the Edmonton area. Looks like on the second table here, Phil Dennis has got ball in hand. He's working out a couple of issues over there. Justin Beavis is on track to run out his last few balls here. He just is carefully mapping it out. Where are you from, David? I think hot seat is a fairly well used term.
Hot seat. That's a chair you're sitting there after eating Taco Bell.
Ryan has got the worst joke about what hot seat means, and something about the chair you're sitting in after you eat a boatload of tacos. But that is not right. Okay, so it looks like Justin is on track to run out his last ball here. He's taking a look at that 8 ball to see if it goes to the left side pocket. Oh, his focus needs more focus. I think he was just looking at his shape more than sinking that ball. But he's all right. That one ball is blocking the 13. Scott has a couple of issues here to work out. He's got this 13-12, I believe it is, sitting behind the 8. So he's going to have to bump that out a little bit. Oh, Leonard, you say that to all the girls. Oh, it's 5-0 Nick. It's 5-0 Nick over Stan in Tacoma.
One set final.
It must be the final, so Stan must. Oh, Mike, Ben's asking if it's a 1-set final for that match of Nick and Stan. So, Alexei, we were just talking about, we're following the the draw that's happening in Tacoma right now. Tacoma had, I believe it was a full field of 64 playing, what was it, 9-ball on the box? Oh, 9-ball on the diamond boxes. A few of our friends are there, a few of the big names. Nick Kruger, Stan Taranjo, which you've probably seen on our streams before. Paul Potier, Dan Louis, Lake McKay. I believe Emily Duddy was also in that tournament. So, as far as we know, it is Nick versus Stan in the final. So it sounds like Stan beat Lake McKay on the B side and is now playing Nick, who was waiting in the hot seat. And the score is 5-0 for Nick.
That doesn't make any sense.
I think I saw the total purse on the draw sheet and said 4,600 total purse. So that's they had a full 64 field with $75 entry.
So Ben was just saying it was a $75 entry for 64 players, full field. Oh, Blaine Weisner says it's not diamonds. He thinks it's on 9-foots. It could very well be. I didn't actually see the poster myself.
Yeah, I didn't see.
We're just following along because our friends are playing and doing well. So,
I thought maybe it was
but thank you for the correction if that is the case. Two sets, race to 7, Mike Dunn says. Thanks, Mike.
I like the true double.
Oh, they have a stream of that Tacoma
Yeah,
tournament?
rail to rail.
Oh,
But when I just turned it on, it was showing Paul and
6-0 Nick. 6-0 Nick now.
I don't know. Every time I go to that rail to rail, it's not live. It says live. I click it and it's some match from a couple hours ago. Only like 1 out of 10 times I try to check it.
I think it's because it's YouTube. It always says live.
Oh, it's Bad Boys. It's Bad Boys on YouTube.
Bad boys. But I just click the link and then it just says the wrong match. It does it every time. I don't know why.
So it's 83 to 46.
Score on the board is accurate, guys. It is 83 to 46. Scott left himself a little bit tougher than I think he had planned on this 8-ball. Looks like he's planning to cut it in the bottom left. Oh, now he's looking at the pocket by the 1. Maybe he's thinking that 1 ball makes that pocket a little bit bigger.
I'd bank it myself. I love banking.
Yeah, a bank is also an option. Looks fairly natural.
And Frank is at the table on table 2.
Yeah, not sure. I think on that 11 ball, I might have just put top on that ball and come off the back rail to bounce up closer to that 8. I think he had pretty natural angle to come back down for that.
Oh, nice.
But nailed that 8 ball in the bottom left. That is a 10-6 win for NWT.
I'm not gonna watch it. It's just curious. This is like the wrong match.
Not sure what you're talking about, Maureen. As far as timed shots, they are not. If a team here is all playing extremely slow, or if there is one player that is taking longer than normal on every shot, they would get a warning. However, the tournament is not timed. Nick sweeps the final. Nick wins. Well, congratulations to our friend Nick Kruger. He is due for a win. Does anybody know what first prize was?
Nick wins 7-0.
Wow.
So congratulations to Nick Kruger. Congratulations to our friend Stan Taranjo, Lake McKay. Anybody who made the money. See
Hey,
if you can make the money in a field like that.
Yeah.
You played hard.
Big time.
Chris Gray at the table here. He's making quick work of this.
That's why we can't find the stream. Oh.
Oh. That makes sense. Yeah, it's the first thing that went through my mind.
Look at that big ball. How's it sitting?
He's originally from North Bay, Ontario. Or Thunder Bay, sorry. Good. I got Northwest Territories in my head. But yeah, he's originally from Thunder Bay.
Nope.
Oh, let's see what happens.
arguing
Hold on.
about that
Here,
for a
hold on.
second.
Watch the shot. Watch the shot.
Oh, here.
Watch, because he shoots over top of it here. And
Okay,
it
hold on.
touches it. How's it
Okay.
sitting?
They think it's a foul if you move 2 balls, but it's
Oh,
not.
no.
Can't see because he's in front of it.
I just moved it.
Oh, no. Yeah.
They got it sorted.
No.
Probably touched it with his sleeve.
Yeah. Yeah, it's all good.
Blaine, that was $850 for first.
For what?
I was just asking if anybody knew what the payouts were for that Tacoma tournament.
Oh, it has to be more than that. Yeah. Well, you would think.
5%. 600, whatever it was.
$1,200, something like that. It should be around $1,200 mark.
Oh, wow. Wow.
Hi, Leonard. Thanks for tuning in. Yeah, $850 seems really low for our first prize payout in that field,
Yeah, that seems
unless they paid super deep. Yeah,
Yeah.
well, if you find that,
that post you can just
yeah,
tag
let me
us.
know. Yeah, just tag me in it. This is not the final. This is just the B-side final. So Make 'em Pay is the team that is in the hot seat and won the A-side. So they are waiting for the winner of this match. The winner of this match has the opportunity to double dip Make 'em Pay for the win. The loser of this match here will go out in third place, and the payout is $1,390 for third place. Second place winner will get $2,300, and first place $3,860. So it is always nice. Oh, what a shot!
Sorry. That was a little loud. Okay, watch this. Yeah.
It's always nice to split $3,800 with your teammates. So
Wow, that's
eight,
crazy.
$850 for first. That's fairly low in that kind of a field. So just watching the replay on this 8-ball. We've got a little bit of a delay here between what is on our tablets versus what is live here. It's about a couple
35 or
minutes.
40 seconds.
Yeah.
Bam!
Wow.
That was crazy.
Wow.
I would have played it like that.
Yeah, no instant replay now.
Oh, they paid the top 16.
Yeah, 16 is 25% of the field, but that payout seems a little low to me, unless they took out green fees and whatnot out of that. So, but it's a good win for Nick anyway. He was due for a win.
Another 10. Another 10. So 90.
93?
Yeah, 99. 90. 83. Yeah, 99.
99.
99 to 56. Yeah.
99 to 56. The score is accurate as far as we know. We'll go and maybe check
I
with
checked
them.
before those two.
We'll check with them again after the next round. That was a ridiculous shot. Sorry, guys, no replay while we're live. However,
We can do it, but don't have it set up.
we'll have to look into that for the future. But as of right now,
I think we
We're
can
too
do
tired.
it here because it takes a lot more bandwidth to do that. I think that's what Ryan was saying.
Our internet
850 could very well be $3,000 Canadian. That sounds close.
That's so funny. Yeah. Marcus Fast Lightning. But that's crazy. He's only 16. I'm blown away.
Is Marcus Fast Lightning related to Johnny? Oh, that's Johnny's son. Is that right? Yeah. Oh my God.
Well, so he's definitely not ranked at 16.
Oh, now I know the connection, Alexia. That's so funny.
Oh.
He plays really good.
Oh, freaking amazing.
Actually, I'm surprised. It just clicked to me. Johnny, I met for the first time at the Red Deer tournament 2 weeks ago. And now I totally recognize his face. And then he came and played my tournament at the Hidden Spot in Calgary. And got the worst draw ever. You guys, I feel so terrible. We did a random draw with an online system. And out of 69 players, Marcus drew his dad first match in the field. So I owe Marcus one for the next tournament, that is for sure. Tracy, we will look into it. We have requested perhaps a room to stay the night instead of having to travel 3 hours on the road after, midnight, 1 o'clock by the time we get out of here. If that happens, I definitely see no problem staying for the finals. But if it doesn't, it makes it a little bit more difficult, so I'll keep you posted. Alexia, I felt so terrible as soon as I saw that draw. I was writing it out on the sheet and my jaw dropped. The odds of that happening are ridiculous. There are so many amazing pool players here in Alberta. Like I keep saying to all of our viewers that we're very blessed here in Alberta to have such a strong pool community. And that gives us the ability to put on all these events for you guys and stream for you guys to watch. But because the game is so strong here, that's why we have so many great players. So I encourage you guys, if you're going to be in the Alberta area, make sure you check out Q Sports Live on their Facebook page or our website. Check out all the events, weekly tournaments, the venues, pool halls. We have a ton of them here and lots of great shots. If you're looking for action, send us a message and we'll find you some. That is the custom Nicholson that we just raffled. I'm not sure. It's a layered tip. I'm not sure what brand it is though. Yeah, do you know Bernie Mickelson? Yeah, that's one of the cues that he made. We'll probably be raffling another one off at the next tournament. Val did. Well, $1,000 to Nick. $1,000 to Nick is better than no bucks to Nick. So I'm glad he finally clinched one. He was due. This is not a race. This is the men's teams, the regular division, and this is the B-side final. So we're playing VNEA rules here. It is a 25-game format, 5-man teams, and it is total points. So if you're not familiar how VNEA works, you get 1 point for every ball you sink. The 8 ball is worth 3 points. So for example, if you run out a table and your opponent doesn't have any balls down, it's a 10-0 win. So after 25 games, total points, the winner with the most points wins. And the match goes on until it is mathematically impossible to catch them. Otherwise, it's just the total after 25 points, or after 25 games. Oh, Leonard. We have so many experienced players that are willing to give lessons. In the Calgary area, I would personally recommend Dwayne Bjornstad, Billy Thompson, Bernie Mickelson, John Jorgensen. There's so much pool knowledge in Calgary. In the Edmonton area, I know that you can contact Brian Butler. I would recommend Gary Hauk possibly. Roger Colbert. And I was actually talking to Rob Phillips as well, and he may be interested in doing something like that in the near future. Yeah, so at this event, the two major charters that happen in Calgary and Edmonton work in this format, 25-game format. It's a 20-game format for the lower divisions or the ladies' divisions, and it's total points. So just for this event, that's what Conrad has outlined to go by. And as a player and a viewer, I actually prefer this format because in this format, if you run out a table, it's a big difference if you win 10-1 or 10-7. In BCA, where it's just wins, it doesn't matter. So I find that this format is a little bit more interesting. It keeps it tighter, keeps the blood flowing a little bit better. Well, now we've got a little bit of a mess here at the bottom of the table, it looks like.
You watched how many times I tried yesterday.
Oh, I was counting. That was my sixth.
When I got close, like so many times, I was missed by like a.
That was my sixth try.
Awesome. That's a good shot.
Updated.
Like,
I missed what
I
happened.
don't know. I
Oh.
don't know if you've ever played, but
Who's at the table here?
That
it's a good one for the exhibition
Nope.
anyway.
I'm
he's
playing
playing Frank.
to the left
So
side of the
Frank
center.
and
Yeah.
All you're
Just the
hitting.
hair to
Like I was
the
going
left,
dead center. and
Miss
it's
Collins,
too
you know.
much.
yeah.
Just a hair.
Oh, Frank is the guy in the
Trying,
desk,
like
right?
different
Yeah.
stuff. And how they go in
So
different
that
ways
must be
too,
Melbourne.
right?
No, that must be someone in there too. That's Dwayne. That's Dwayne.
Benny did not do. Unfortunately, he had a couple of tough draws. I think he ran into Joe Spence. Oh, no. He lost to Steven in the first round. And then eventually ran into Steven a couple of 2 or 3 matches later, and Joe knocked him out. No, that's not right. Don't quote me on that. He played Steve in the first match. Steven put him on the B side. And then he got knocked out by Rob Phillips. That loss to Rob Phillips was fairly entertaining. It on the B side, it was only a race to 3, which, as you know, anything can happen in a race to 3. It went hill, 2-2, and then after Rob's break, I don't know what happened, but Rob forgot to take his hand off the table, and the 14 ball with some good speed came up and hit his hand. And so after the break, there was a little bit of a controversy. I don't know if you guys can catch that on that stream. But they were asking Val whether that was a foul because the balls were still traveling at that point. But it was at the opposite end of the cue ball, and as you know, VNEA is cue ball fouls only. So that one hurt a little extra just because they decided to call a truce and re-break, and Rob Phillips made a beautiful break and everything was wide open and ran Ben out. So that one burned a little bit for Ben.
For a whole 10 minutes.
Ben's pretty easygoing. He doesn't take too much to heart, and he has a lot of respect for Rob Phillips.
Oh, almost. Thank you, Jim.
Congratulations on your big wins this weekend, Jim. Jim was our Q raffle winner, won the Jacoby custom Q, and then goes on to add insult to injury and wins the 50-50.
Yeah,
So we're going to ask Jim to buy us a Lotto Max ticket for this week
that's right.
with his winnings, because maybe we just need a touch of luck, which Grant and I don't seem to have. And hopefully we win.
Little bit of luck, little bit.
Well, that was a little bit of lucky, yeah, for sure.
That was.
Okay,
10,
so
4.
that is a 10-4 win.
So Dwayne, so Frank was playing. I missed who was playing. I thought that had to have been Dwayne because he's the only person I don't know.
Just going to switch to the other table here while we're waiting for these guys to rack. I'll go check the score.
That's a big nugget.
Hey Ryan, this camera is not on this game. It's going to Jeff Wamless, which was the match before.
Let's do what?
The second camera is going to the old match.
I have no idea. Probably have to tell the scene. Let me see.
Oh, never mind. That's okay. We got a match now. See, look, if I go to this screen.
Oh, it's frozen.
Oh, it froze.
No, thanks.
No, thank you. I'm good.
Yeah. Good.
I had one already. Thank you.
You did try it. And you liked it?
Why? What is it?
You said it was nice.
Really?
Yeah. Did you like it?
It's okay. It tasted like beef.
Yeah.
It didn't taste gamey. But this do it like this.
They don't use a lot of spices because they don't use a lot of salt in my food.
Like no,
Like it.
like there's not a good enough flavor.
No, but I don't think they like it either.
Maybe.
Because the season is just, it gives it flavor, but really it's not that good for you.
It's okay. Don't worry about it. We have one table. It's one table.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
It's okay. Put it back to this because this is Marcus playing. We want to watch this.
I haven't switched it at all.
Oh, okay.
It's always stayed.
Oh, okay.
After this match.
So you go to Facebook and then you look up Q.
Q Sports Live on Facebook.
On
Just do a
Facebook.
search. Just do a search for Q Sports Live. 3 words.
On Facebook?
Yeah, and you'll find us. And then just hit the follow button, and we'll get a notification every time we go live. Okay, so we have Marcus at the table here.
That other camera's dead. I'm going to take it down then.
Will it work for the next match?
Yeah, there's still a final.
What?
This is B-side final. And there's still the final.
We are staying anyway, right? Obviously.
I think that's probably the best thing.
He got us.
Oh, he did?
Big chief got us. He said he called his chief and got us right.
Oh,
So
awesome.
maybe after this match is done, then we can try to figure out why it froze. Just restart it.
Yeah.
Gord, there's also one of our local guys in Calgary, Cam Kennedy, who is also in a wheelchair, and he plays an amazing game of pool. Like, I would put him right in the mix with some of our open teams. He plays great.
He's an A-level player.
Yeah, he's definitely an A-level player.
Interesting you brought that up too, because we do a 10-ball raffle break at Chills for the Sunday 9-ball weekly, and Cam got his ticket drawn for, I believe it was about a little over $200 a ball for the break. He broke and made 3 balls.
Yeah.
And he really wanted to shoot the opener. It was a long shot, but if you miss, you lose what you made.
So he quit.
He had his shooting cue in hand, and he was down on the ball, and everyone was yelling at him. And
Nerves.
And finally, like, we talked him out of it pretty much, right?
Yeah, he's got.
But he won a little over $600.
Yeah.
See that?
Cam's got a ridiculous break for being in a wheelchair.
Right?
Aaron McManus, the Tony and I think it was Steinway, one of those weekly ones over there.
Yeah.
Ran.
Oh, I know. They get huge, yeah.
You miss. You still
There's still the final.
It used to be like that at Chills. We used to do the exact same rules. And I ran out one. I kick-banked a ball in. You didn't even have to call the pocket. Then we went to call the pocket. Then we went to, if you miss, you lose what you made.
You know, Gord, it all comes
it's
down
only
to
ever gotten
hard
to
work. When your
5,000.
situation changes, you got to change with it. But I encourage you to do so because it is possible. And if it's something that you love to do, then I encourage you to stay with it. I actually don't know if he got his cues back from Nanaimo. If anybody's watching and you know if he got his cues back, I'd be interested to hear. I haven't seen any posts updating about that, so. Marcus is trying to work out this cluster here on the spot, and he hit it really good, but it just didn't really move too much.
So maybe at some point we'll even try to find a picture of those cues that went missing. Because you guys, you watch a lot of pool and you play a lot of pool, so if you see those cues around somewhere, maybe they could be returned to the rightful owner.
Yeah, it's
No
always really
questions
really sad when your equipment goes missing. I mean, pool players are pretty loyal to their cues.
Well, and it's...
That was a nice shot by Marcus. That was a nice stroke.
That was a really tough shot.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is not Marcus. This is Colin.
Colin, yeah, this is Colin.
Yeah, sorry. I called him Marcus.
I'm sure if you were an A player and now learn to play in a wheelchair, it'll only take you maybe a couple months, 6 months, and you'll be an A player still, of course.
Yeah, Cam's worked really hard on his game, but because he loves the game, because he loves the people, it just came to him.
He's really good with the rest. He learned to play really good with the rest. That's one thing that you have to become adept with. But
yeah, and
a rest can be better than your actual hand because, I mean, your hand can move so much, right?
I know Cam really well, and what he told me as well is if once he had to change his game, he just had to change the strategy of his game. So now, instead of playing shape for a ball, he will play shape to be closer to a rail so that he is more comfortable.
Right.
Because the reach for him is really really tough, and of course he would prefer not to play with the rakes. So his shape is a little bit. He aims to be a little bit more closer to the rail so that it's easier for him. So maybe take that in consideration too.
And with distance, a lot of good players, they don't even worry about distance so much, especially on smaller tables like this. You can be far away from the ball and still make it no problem because the pockets are forgiving. And so a slight adjustment and you'll be okay.
Jason.
It will take a little work, but you love the game, so.
So guys, we are watching the B-side final in Enoch, Alberta. We've been playing all weekend. This is a team event. We are playing VNEA rules, 25 game format, 5-man teams, total points.
We had an open, they call it the open division, but it would be like a masters division played earlier on today. And now this is what they call the regular division, so there was just the two divisions, and they had a ladies division as well.
Yep. So these guys here are typically like your typical A players. But these guys shoot really good. I mean, a lot of these guys are young. One of the players here is 16 years of age on the team W27.
I've seen Cam lift himself up out of that chair a little to shoot over balls. So
yeah,
he
sits on the handle sometimes if
Yeah.
he's just if his opponent leaves him in a little bit of a difficult position. Just quickly here, I just want to give a shout out to our friend Jason Klatt, who has signed in, watching and joining us for a little bit. Hope you're doing well, my friend. Heard you were just in a tournament. How'd you do?
I think that was Corey. That was.
Jason is right. We had the pleasure of becoming friends with Jason in North Dakota at the Four Bears tournament. And we were explaining to Jason what our philosophy on bringing the free stream to our viewers are. And he really liked it. So we're hoping to grow this game that we love so much. If you're watching, we're hoping that watching these games make you itchy enough to go out and practice and play pool, practice on your tables at home, get out there, play some more tournaments, support your local pool halls, have a couple beers with your buddies, because the more events that we can get to, the more live streams we can bring you.
Hey, Jason, thanks for signing in, buddy. I appreciate it.
Congrats on your win.
Yeah, congrats.
Yeah, no doubt. Well done.
Only 16, but I'm sure it's never easy.
No.
Fortunately, you won. Any win is a good win as far as I'm concerned.
Colin just won 10-4. Colin just won 10-4.
Thank you guys for tuning in so much. We appreciate your support. It's the reason why we do it. For the people, for the players, for the game, for the bar owners. You know, if the players weren't so great to us, then we definitely wouldn't be here. If you were on earlier, then you know that our plan was to actually exit the venue a couple hours ago, because we've got a 3-hour ride home and a bunch of probably about an hour's worth of dismantling and packing up to do. But it looks like we have made the arrangements to stay for one more night so that we can stream the finals for you guys. Yeah, Corey, I'm not sure what you're referring to. We'll check our messages. Thank you, guys.
Where'd you send the message to?
Who did you send the message to, Corey?
I believe this match is close to done. And then we're going to have the final coming up right after this.
Yeah, so as I mentioned, guys, this is the points-based format. And it looks like it is getting close to being mathematically impossible for NWT to catch W27 boys.
And Jason, you have a question?
Qualify for something?
No, this is just a memorial event that's put on by Conrad Sharphead. He has put on this tournament here for a number of years in memory of his late father, who was quite the ambassador to the billiards, in the Edmonton area here. And so he's been putting on this tournament for a few years now. I don't know exactly how many.
I'll go find out.
But he has rented 16 tables, put it in a rec center here in Enoch, which is just a little southwest of Edmonton, 3 hours north of Calgary, approximately. And there was a singles event. There was team event, both the regular division and the open division. Also ladies division for singles and team.
This is the 13th year.
Oh, 13th year for this memorial tournament.
That is impressive to run any tournament that long. It's really hard to keep them going.
Yeah, so these guys are just playing for straight up cash. This match here is the B-side finals, so the loser of this match will go out in third place. Just under $1,400 for third place, $1,390. Val, how much was it for first place? $38.60 for first place and $23.15 for second. So after this match here, we'll be streaming the finals. We have a team called Make 'em Pay waiting in the hot seat. And the winner of this match here will have the opportunity to double dip for first place. They'll have to win twice to knock them out of the A side. Yeah, we stayed at the River Creek Casino, and it's literally about 5-10 minute drive.
This is the perfect place to put it. Yeah, because people are going to notice that. Yeah, men's open was won by Stephen Holm.
Stephen Holm, he was a freight train this weekend, unstoppable.
He put on an absolute clinic.
And that was not handicapped. That was, they just did 2 different divisions. So
Yeah, only 2 different divisions, no restrictions. This was regular, men's, and open. So I believe most of the open players ranked at about, I would say around the 720 mark, Fargo rating. So Jason, if you are interested in coming out and hanging, we'd love to have you. Make sure you send us a message and we'll set something up for you.
well, there's action here for sure.
Hopefully we'll see you, when's the next big one we're doing that Jason might be involved in? Probably Forebears again.
Niagara, no?
I don't know if Niagara, I don't know. Jason, do you go to the Niagara event?
No pros allowed.
Nope. There you go. No pros allowed. Yeah, we didn't get to watch it, but we got updated on all the scores as things progressed. It looked like it was a good game, though.
Thank goodness we didn't have to watch it.
Yeah, at least not the ending part.
I heard it was snowy.
Yeah, maybe Jason, you could come to, Kevin Osborne is going to run an event soon.
I heard that's going to be closer to the end of January, around the 21st mark of January. But yeah, if you're planning to be in the area, of course, we'd love to have you. We'll set something up for you. We'll make some action happen.
I'm sure Ozzy would love to see you too. Come support his event.
I think Jason's still waiting on his card. We were kind of hoping that we could bring Jason up for some of the youth juniors event in January. Hopefully we can still make that happen.
Yeah, if not, whenever you're ready.
Yep.
No pressure, but get your poop in a group.
And we should have a flyer for that one and dates like within a week. Details are being finalized.
Yeah, so I'll be making the flyer up on that here pretty quickly, possibly this week when I get home. Oh yeah, Wild Rose tournament also is happening in Edmonton. I would assume, however, it's going to be at the new pool hall that will be opening in a few weeks. And as soon as we have the flyer for that, I'm sure Jason will be more than welcome to attend. That is a handicapped 9-ball tournament.
This match is over.
And that's put on by Brian Butler and crew.
Looks like Jason's got to get back to his action. So, Jason, thanks for tuning in, buddy. I appreciate it.
Yeah, thanks, Jason, for tuning in. It's always a pleasure to see you, hang out with us.
Yeah, maybe Jason could go to that Wild Rose.
Yeah, that's what I was just saying. And the Wild Rose is probably right up his alley. He just plays at the highest handicap.
In Edmonton.
Yeah.
Drag that Corey Duel fella with you, too.
Okay, you get back to the action. You have fun spending your winnings. Don't do anything too crazy. That Wild Rose tournament is in Edmonton, so just 3 hours north of Calgary. And yeah, whenever you feel like you can hang and spend a few minutes with us, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, just let me know, Jason. Send me a text or an email.
Okay, guys, so it looks like we have a winner of this match. The W27 boys has come out on top. The NWT guys go out in third place, and they will be collecting a check for $13.90. Coming up, we'll have the finals happen. Make 'em Pay is waiting in the hot seat, and W27 boys has the opportunity to double dip for first place. So we're just going to have a quick break here while the team's set up and the guys warm up. And we'll be back. Thanks, Jason. Take care. We hope to see you soon.
Sean, if you're wondering about the open teams, it was won by Rob Phillips, Roger Colbert, and Jerry Young. Who else was on that team? Corey Wood.
Rob Phillips, Roger Colbert, Corey Wood, Jerry Young, and I keep forgetting his name. What is his name? The one guy that I'm not familiar with.
Anyway, they won.
They actually did the double dip.
They double dip.
We're going to have to shut down the stream, guys. We got to get the other camera going, so we'll shut down and restart. So thanks for tuning in, guys. We'll be back in like a few minutes. And we'll bring you the A-side final.
The final.
The final.
Final.